Hey everybody, Godzilla 419 here, and with the beginning of 2013, I think I'd go over what we found out about, what we all know about the upcoming Legendary Pictures Godzilla film. So, I'm actually reading from the screen, so if I kind of look down, that's what I'm doing. So anyway, Comic-Con 2010. Legendary Pictures announces that with Warner Brothers, they're going to be working on a American Godzilla remake, a reboot actually. So it's going to have nothing to do with the TriStar film. No, nothing to do with that. And they gave sort of a tentative release date of sometime during December of 2012. So yeah, we got this really great T-shirt with this, and it was awesome. We were all jonesing. It was like, yay! Finally, redemption from that TriStar debacle. Which, incidentally, is why Toho is so protective of its characters now, and you can't really do that much with them. Anyway, naturally, stuff starts showing up. Fan arts. This one really got a lot of people, but it was actually, it was done by this guy, Chinakat Art. I don't. The guy has actually done several versions of this, and actually has versions of Godzilla. Multiple Godzillas fighting multiple King Ghidorahs. It's actually pretty cool if you can find them on DeviantArt. And of course, there's more fan art floating around. There's stuff that's been floating around forever. Anyway, we got announced that Gareth Edwards was going to be directing, which I think was really a good sign because, if you've seen Gareth Edwards, his only other real big name film was a film called Monsters. It was an independent film, and it was one of those message films, so, it wasn't supposed to be one of those big budget, blockbustery kind of films. For what it was, for what he was working with, I think he did rather well. For what he was trying to do, I think he did an excellent job. And and also, he is a huge Godzilla fan. He openly admits that he loves Godzilla. So, yay. And also in an interview, producer, his name was Brian Rogers. I'm not sure if he's still working on the film, but he basically said that Godzilla was going to be CGI. So no guy in a rubber suit. Anyway, more fan art keeps popping up all over the place. People are like, oh man, look at this statue, it's Biollante. Biollante going to be in this film. No, that's fan art. In fact, it's fan art by the same guy who did this. Yeah. Anyway, we find out we have a writer, David Goyer, which, that was pretty cool. That's the guy who did the Batman movies. And then we found out we have another writer, Max Bronstein. I've not heard too much about him, but, Anyway. And then more speculation. There was, these strange sounds videos that were coming up for some reason, and those turned out to be total crap. They had nothing to do with anything. And then another Legendary Pictures film, Pacific Rim, was announced, and people were like, oh yeah, this is the Godzilla film. No. It's a different movie about giant monsters fighting giant robots. And it was set to be filmed in Canada, and so there was a giant destroyed Japanese city built in Canada, in Vancouver. So yeah, it was just one of those things that had to be dispelled, but it comes back to this later. So, there was lots of buzz about the San Diego Comic-Con for 2012. Because from how little we had on this movie, we were fairly certain it wasn't coming out that December. And, there were little things, Edwards even hinted at something big happening. Well, at the panel during their Pacific Rim, when they were talking about Pacific Rim, Edwards comes out and they show a teaser trailer. And the thing was that a reason you haven't seen the teaser trailer unless you were there is because apparently, from what I've heard from people who were there, is that they had security all over that place. If they saw anything that looked like a camera or a phone out, they basically take you to the side, make sure you deleted anything you recorded, and ask you to leave. They would kick you out of the hall. You'd still go to the con, but you couldn't come back into that room. Anyway, we got 2 still images that managed to slip out somehow. And we also got a poster. So anyway, got the poster and all that good stuff. And they did have video of the panel before the trailer was shown, and in footage during the panel, Edward's talking about how he wants to make it gritty and realistic, and what if this actually happened in real life. So, yeah, again, good signs from Edwards. I think this is a good thing. Again, I'm really thinking he's a good choice for a director. Anyway, more fan art appears. All of it's inspired by the trailer stills that we had. September, we get an official release date. May 16th, 2014. Yeah. Awesome. And then a final writer, Drew Pearce, is given the script and told to age up the characters. So we're not going to have any little damn kids. That's a good thing. Kids don't make monster movies good. So, and then we find out that cinematographer is Seamus McGarvey. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce this guy's name. Sorry. And then we find out that filming is going to start in March of 2013. And in November, we found out the script was done. And then the Pacific Rim trailers started coming out. And we're seeing, we're actually seeing monsters fight and giant robots that look great. We can expect better CGI than that when this movie comes out, because all that's already done. This is stuff that's going to be a year better. So, it's going to have an awesome look. And Legendary just is really good with CGI. Anyway, another producer, Dan Lin, he made a comment about how production is going to take place in Vancouver, which, if you remember, for Pacific Rim, they built that city in Canada. I think it was in Vancouver. So, yeah, I told you we'd come back to that. And then, CGI artist. I can't say his name because that will get me flagged for privacy violations, and I don't know. But he really accidentally leaked this picture from the Comic-Con trailer, the teaser trailer. This is from the teaser trailer. And the reason it's so tiny and small is because, can't give you all a great picture. Anyway. And then IMDb put out a list of possible cast members. Yeah, because we found out that the script was done. We started waiting for cast lists to come out. Well, IMDb listed 2 members of the cast, some no-name 16-year-old, which, based on that, the fact that he really hasn't done anything here in America, and that he's so young, I was like, no way that guy's going to be in the film since all the characters were aged up. And then Tommy Wiseau was listed. If anybody's seen The Room, Tommy Wiseau did everything on The Room. That was his film. And don't let it fool you, because that thing was a piece of trash. It's one of those so bad it's good movies, and even then I like those kind of movies. I couldn't stand it because it was trying to be a serious drama. And and then he goes, no, I meant it to be all bad. I'm Tommy Wiseau. Again, these are the opinions of me. I can't, so I gotta say that so I ain't liable or anything. Anyway, last little bit of information we got was that Sharon Davis, who did the costume designs for Looper and Django Unchained, is going to be doing costumes for this movie. So that is all the information we have at this point. And then of course there's the speculation stuff. More than likely, Godzilla will be fighting another monster. Whether it'll be one of the old school, Toho monsters or something new, we don't know. And, there's just a lot out there that we don't know, but we're getting new information all the time now. So, everybody just keep your ears open, and if you find anything, let me know, and I'll spread the word. Anyway, this is Godzilla 419, signing out.